It'll be fine. Am I looking a bit cloudy? Hold that thought. I feel like we're cloudy. Better? Better. Alright, I'm going to drive over my laptop, let you all know I'm here, and then we're going to smash out a Trebbiani Trella in the small size for a custom order. I have cut it. We're doing a book themed one. Let's just get you all on here. Otherwise I'll be talking to myself, which is, fine. It's fine to talk to myself when I'm pre-recording, but when I'm live, it's way more fun to talk to others. Because, I'm only a little bit insane. I've also got to pull up my... There we go. It's not that one. Why does my live... Okay, YouTube is against me. Oh my god, there's 14 of you here already. That was insane. I haven't even let you all know I'm live yet. Love it. Oops. Edit. Delete that one. Try that again. Aha! Nailed it. Hello! Drag this over. For those that don't know, we have a new member of our household. Let me just grab him. His name is Obsidian. Come on, Obsidian. Come say hi. You're alright. You're fine. Everything's fine. Meet Obsidian, ladies and gentlemen. Adorable! He was in a litter of mainly black kittens, which was kind of cool. I mean, it's just, you can't actually sleep there. You can't stay there, buddy. So this is Obsidian. We will be getting him a harness so he can go outside. I might even make one. We'll see. Depends on how expensive harnesses are, really. Hey, kitty cat. And I know you probably can't tell, but he kind of looks like he has black stripes. So he kind of looks like a black on black tiger. Come here. You're okay. Yes, I know. No, here. Sit there. You'll be fine. He gets all meowy if I leave the room. I'm like, oh, so cute. Do you want to hop down? Is that what's wrong? You can hop down if you want to. You're sitting on my shoe before. Ow. Stop clawing me. You're fine. Life is okay. I also have become the crazy cat lady. I'm going to crate train him, like people crate train dogs, so that he won't run around in the middle of the night and wake me up, because it absolutely would wake me up. So he gets locked in a crate to sleep. It's a comfy one. But I also got one that's like a carry case crate. So he went to Bunnings and the embroidery shop with me this morning, because I'm just that insane, apparently. What are you going to do? So, I have decided that we're going to stitch this on. Hello, oh, you want to come back up, do ya? You can come back up if you want to. Staring at me like a weirdo. Hi, mate. Hi. Hi. So I was planning on doing this bag and like prepping it all yesterday, and then we impulsively got a cat because I drove past a sign. A lady was putting out a sign as we drove past saying free kittens and puppies. And I had a deal with my child that we would get him a cat, but only if it was black and only if it was a free cat. And they just so happened to have 4 black cats. So I'm like, it's a sign. So I got the calmest one of the bunch. And then I let Jesse pick the name, and he picked Obsidian. Because he's got to have a magical name, because black cats are magic. I don't know who made that rule, but it's a rule. Now, you can, if you want to, iron this on. What are you doing? He hangs out at my feet a lot. have stood on him 3 times this morning because apparently he likes to be underfoot. Not in like a I've squished him way, but you know, as in I went to put my foot down and I stood on his tail. Now this is a custom order. So one half of the bag is Jack Skellington. As you can see. You can't just have one black cat. No, we absolutely can. Do not tell my child that. Because we all know who's going to end up looking after him, right? This guy. Oh, these are broken. And I'm really annoyed at myself because I'm the one that broke them. Except I don't know where all my other sets are. Oh, no. We're not playing that game. I bent them out of whack. And I can't bend them back in. I have tried several times. They are done. I also will not be selling wallets anymore because apparently nobody uses wallets anymore. I had all my wallets on clearance for $10 each. That's NCWs, Purse Pals, all of them, and they still didn't sell. There's nothing wrong with them. Just people don't use wallets anymore. Yeah, I don't know about the notifications. I purchased the smaller size, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, from South Wales, UK. That's cool. Batcat. I like that. He was going to call it Toothless, like the dragon. I still use a wallet. I use a Purse Pal, but like I had cool glow-in-the-dark spooky wallets at a spooky like at the alternative market, and they still didn't sell for $10. So we're done on the wallet front, and it just means that I've got more space to put different things. And the wallet stands that I've got, I'm going to put the car reusable air fresheners on them instead. So I will still use all of the things that I have bought, just differently. So we are basting this together because life is easier. You can also iron it if you wish. I'm not the boss of you. This is one of my reds from that random shop. It's a good looking red. Quite the fan. So I've got Jack Skellington one side, the Book Dragon on the other, and we're doing the book lining for a custom order. Because why not be custom and fully custom when you pay for a custom order? My 2 black cats are Skittles and Jelly Bean. That's cool. Well, so I picked the calmest cat of all of them. This was the calmest one, which is good. He's like just off to the side, sleeping. I am also already in my bathers under this thing because it is already very hot here. Very hot. So we're going to go for a swim later. Like after this video, I'm going to go for, well, after this video and I post it, I am then going to go for a swim. And then I have to do the dishes. Yay! Housework. Also, my new toy has not yet arrived. It's why none of you know that it, don't know about it. But we've checked on the postage. It was posted on Friday. Now, because I live, Townsville is classified as a remote location, so things just take longer. And we all know that I am the most impatient person on the planet. And it's killing me not telling you, but I'm going to keep it a surprise. It's called self-discipline, something I'm working on. That's upside down. Or was it? No, it was right the first time. So I've literally done the bag half and half. Without looking at the embroidery, it feels very, what's her name? Oh my god, Harley Quinn. It's had a brain fart now. Also, my dog is pouting. Knuckles is pouting at the cat. He doesn't want to try and eat it. He's just sulking. He's getting plenty of attention. I still took him for his morning walk. He gets all the cuddles, but he is pouting. Absolutely. Silly puppy. My cats are Sky and Luna, both white and black. See, that's cool. So I'm crate training it so it gets locked up when it sleeps, so it doesn't wake us all up running around the house being crazy in the middle of the night. But they have a $27 cat carrier, but like a cutish one, at Kmart. So we bought that last night, and he came to me to Bunnings to get glue and a cat toy, and then I took him to the embroidery machine shop to get black embroidery thread. Well, that's good you got the notification. Sometimes it's just a little bit late. I get notifications for my own channel, but it goes to the promotions section of Gmail. Not that I need notifications to tell myself that I'm live, but you know, you get the idea. This is a really nice black. It feels like it wants to be leather. Like it's a very good fake leather. Oh my god. Stop it. There's a single fly that keeps trying to land in my hair. I'm like, I don't understand. I just washed my hair. It should not be dirty. We are going to speed sew because I can. We all know I love it. Magnets are not cheating. I don't know who needs to hear this. It's not cheating to use a magnet. Some people don't want to use them because they feel like it's cheating and you're not a real sewer. You are absolutely a real sewer. This just guarantees beautiful straight lines so that you don't have to concentrate as much. Which is perfect because all I'm going to do today is chat. Ah. And there's the end of the bobbin. It's absolutely a place I did not want it to be, and I have not pre-wound another bobbin. All the things. We're going to unwind like half. Only the bits that move and get knotted is the bits that I undo. Lift and go. Ah! Too many things. Always go at 100% power. Full tilt, or however you say it. I don't know. Do I have a weird Aussie sayings? I probably do. They're not going to stop. I always used to pick the most outgoing puppy. See, I did that for dogs, but I wanted a calm cat because, you know, they're probably going to pull down my Christmas tree and I'm going to be very sad about that. Very sad. I'm going to teach it tricks. I'm going to teach the cat to sit. Like I taught the dog to like go bang and play dead. I'm wondering if you can teach cats that. I would love to do that. Go bang at the cat and it falls down dead. Yes, I have issues. It's totally okay. Don't stress about it. See, the other beautiful thing about this is because we know where it was, we can just lean it up against it. And you should get in all the same holes. Ha 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 ha. Alright, trip. Get off all the bits. When I got Cowboy, my other dog, that passed away, he literally jumped out of the pen and into my arms. So I'm like, it's a sign. If I hadn't got a girl, its name would have been Sequins, my dog, and Cowboy for the boy. My one cat talks to my hubby when she wants treats. This cat is literally just laying down right next to me, having another nap. Currently a day of being patted by random employees at Bunnings is exhausting. But I don't want to have a cat that's scared of people, so I want as many people to pat him as humanly possible. Straps done, set them aside. What's the cat's name? Obsidian. My child picked the name, actually. I started just rattling off a whole bunch of like cool names I found online, and that's the one he picked. Hubby wanted to call it Nero. Hello. It was somewhat impulsive. So hubby and I did not just bring a cat home and expect my husband to be cool with it. We had a discussion, and the rules were if we came across a free black cat, Jessie could have a cat. So when I went up to this lady's door, I was like, can I just have a look? And there was 4 black cats. So I'm like, it feels like a sign. And so now we have a cat. Then I went and spent like the better part of $100 on it at Kmart and Kohl's to get food and bedding and toys and a cat bowl. And I can already feel that I'm going to start making matching things for the cat and the dog because I'm insane. And that's okay. So the other cats were all play fighting and this one was just chill. So Knuckles is sulking about the cat. He licked it, he sniffed at it, and then he's like, I want attention, and then it ignored it. And he won't come downstairs. He was like sulking. Literally sulking. Took him for a walk this morning, and he was happy. And then come home and went back to sulking. He's not getting any less attention. He's just being dramatic. I would never just bring home an animal and assume my husband's cool with it. Because I'm like, he has to live with it too. But again, it was a sign. Knuckles is fine. I have tried to trap him down here so he can get Pats's attention. He keeps opening the door and leaving. There's nothing I can do about it. He's gone to sleep in our bedroom. So good. I'm also trying to make the cat not bond to me, although I think it's fairly inevitable since I work from home. But apart from like showing you guys, I'm trying to just leave it be. Because it's my child's cat, not my cat. I don't know how well that's actually going to work, but like I'm trying. I have had the request of Rainbow hardware. I also have not checked to see if I have Rainbow hardware. 1, 2, 3, 4. D-rings. Swivel clip, adjust the strap. Check. Yoink. Zipper ends. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bag feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I swear to God, they just send the most random things. Look how tall that post is. These all came in the same set, right? Look, there's like, I don't know if you can tell. They are a different height. That one's like a mil taller, but when it's so small, a mil makes a big difference. Zippers! Hiya! Alright. One on the top, and I've got 2 zipper pockets. I need to try and put a zipper pocket above Jack's head. It was the request. We shall see. Joe. I love your cat's names. That's fantastic. We had Blackjack for the horses, Ace and Jack. Cowboy and Knuckles. And then Obsidian, because it had to have a magical dragony sounding name. I make the rules, alright? It's just the rules. Okay. So, as always, we are going to do 1 1/4. Fold it over. This is quite floofy, actually. Do, 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 do. I had plans to get more than one video done today. I'm starting to get a little bit stressed out about my big plans for like the 12 days of Christmas videos. I am not nearly as done as I was hoping. I don't really have a plan. What are we making? We are making a small Tribbiani Traveller for a custom order. The lady wants it in the post today, so I really kind of have to get it done right now. It's a process. The market. So I did 2 markets on the weekend. If you were part of my Facebook group, you may have seen me mildly freaking out because I thought that the laser wasn't going to work. Not the laser's fault. It was never the laser that was the issue. I thought the power bank I bought wasn't strong enough to power the laser. I had a little mini freak out. That was not the case. So the first time I tried to turn it on and it wouldn't, it's because the emergency button was on. Let's just not even. And then the second time, when you turn it on, you have, like, at home, you turn it on and it instantly comes on. With the little portable power, it turns out that you're going to wait about 5 seconds, and then it comes on. It's like a bit of a delayed reaction, which I didn't know, obviously, because I didn't try it at home, because I'm an idiot. And then, so then I got the power on, and then I plugged it in, because at home, I run the lasers via Wi-Fi, because I can. So then, when I was at the market, I plugged it in, and last time I did that, it just automatically connected via the cord, because the cord was plugged in, and it did not do that. So then I was like, oh my god, it'll turn on, but it won't actually run. And then I was like, oh my god, is it because I've got the laptop and the machine plugged in? Is it pulling too much power? Like, it was a whole thing. Turns out it was just me. I stuffed up, and that's that. It was just me. So we're all fine. Everything's fine. And it went really well. So I used it for the 3-hour market, and I did make quite a few things. And then I used it at the 5-hour market, and I had everything running the whole time. And I did do quite a lot of lasering, actually, at the market. And I got down to 48%. So a 5-hour market, using my laser fairly consistently, did not use the whole battery, which was amazing. Very excited about that. I also have Stevie Nicks song stuck in my head. I just realised I was whistling it. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's do this side first. So this side is just going to be like that, and then I need to see if I can get a Tory pocket right here. I even had, so I've added the X-Tool Australia ambassador lady to my group, so she private messaged me. She's like, what's wrong with the laser? I'm like, it's fine, it was me, I'm an idiot. Because by that time I had it figured out. I didn't just run straight and post. It did take me like 15 minutes to make it work. But we got there, and it's fine. I also got some rechargeable rechargeable light globes that are like clip-on light globes from Kmart, and they work really, really well to light up the market. I only needed them for like the last hour and a half, so like half the market, but they look really, really good. So anybody that wants some lighting, they're $3.50 each, and I had 10, and we just kind of put them on the cross beams. Worked out really well. Because everyone likes the live. Thank you, Anna, because as always, I forgot. I really am useless at self-promoting, guys. See, the promoting part's not where I'm at. I'm literally at the creative part, and I forget or suck at the rest of it. So after this bag, I need to, in a perfect world, I would do 2 more of the mini videos today. And then I need to make a mock-up of one of all of the new pattern that I also want to release, like this week. I will also be doing the swapsy. So we're doing one more swapsy for the year. Obviously, you don't have to join. But the idea is you make the little bag, which is my new pattern, and then you're going to fill it full of handmade gifts of stuff that you basically already have in your house, is the idea. So I still haven't done it, but I'm going to make a big, like a sheet that you fill out, and it'll have like your favorites. So your favorite color, silver or gold, favorite flower, favorite like everything. And so then whoever gets you, hopefully, will have something on that list already in their house, and you can make stuff. So those little boxy bags that I make will take up about half of the bag. So you could make the bag, a boxy bag, and then one more little thing, and the gift bag will basically be full, is the plan. I've got 8 different handle shapes because if nothing else, I am ridiculously excessive. Oh, I spoke to Sandra. I can let her tell you. So for those that don't know, Sandra had to go in and have some surgery, and that's why you don't see her about at the moment. But as soon as she's feeling better, we might pop on and do a joint live, so in case she feels bad, she can disappear if she needs to. Going to be a bite. Did you not want to swear there, or was that a typo? But yeah, no, everybody should go like the video. I can see that there's 44 people here right now, and we've got 16 likes. It's the only information that it actually shows me. I had a Tory moment. Found something on Marketplace and just had to have it. Tory is the voice in my head. I purchased an entire leather working studio. Oh, that is fantastic news! How amazing! I love that for you. I'm back on the I want a vending machine. I can't get past the idea. I want a tabletop vending machine. I was gonna do like drawers where you pull it out, but I know what's gonna happen, and everyone is gonna pick drawer number 13 because of the alternative market that it is. They'll all pick drawer 13. So I need a vending machine with the balls. I just do. Needs to happen. Twist. Wait, where's my stabby thing? I was given a Skyver. Skyver. Yeah, wicked. I usually like the video after I've watched it. That's a good point too. Especially if you're on the phone. I do understand sometimes it's tricky to kind of like it, or if you're driving and just listening to me. Random Aussie talking to you. I've got to get the jump stitch. So I've used colour changing vinyl here. So when you put him in the sun, Jack Skellington changes colour. The only downside to it is the edge of, like when it does the patch stitch, I call it patch stitch, satin stitch around the edge, it makes everything a little bit fuzzy. There's really not much I can do about it. But he will change colour because he's fantastic. So now that that's done, I need to see if I can fit a Tory pocket. That also does look a red bag with that and the black would also be an amazing bag. If I was to make another one, I would do bronze hardware, I think. I love that you're about to go like crazy into leather. Have I convinced you to get a laser? Are you going to laser engrave your leather? Did I just put another idea in your head? Sorry. I mean, I'm not really. You guys come here to be inspired. If you're not inspired when you leave, I'm not doing my job very well. Technically, on paper, that's not my job, but in reality, my job is pretty much inspire others to make cool crap. So I'm not buying, here you go, here's something that's potentially inspiring. I have decided I am not buying any new Christmas house decorations except maybe some tinsel because mine's starting to die, right? So with the exception of maybe having to buy some more tinsel, and that's a big maybe, I will not be buying any Christmas ornaments. I'm going to make them or use what I've got. I don't join the trend of what colour Christmas tree you're meant to have each year. Mine's always rainbow. There's not really any other options there. Tori made me do it. Needs to be our new motto. Ooh, okay. So, why would you say that? I need to shut up. But yes, we should definitely do that. Tori made me do it. That, and I'm not the boss of you. Literally, have a number plate that says that I'm not the boss of you. I love it. My husband asked, who is this Tori? Tori is a creative bad influence. I don't make you go out drinking. I make you go buy all the crafty things of the universe. Oh, I was going to do an Oogie Boogie bag like that with the color changing vinyl. You should do that, Diane, and then show me because I bet it's amazing. And this is not going to work out. I'm not trying to be a negative Nelly. Okay. I almost need to talk to her. I can put a pocket, but it's not going to be the full width. And if I hadn't have had the embroidery, I would have tucked the pocket under here. But the embroidery is in the way, so we can't do that. So I either need to, you can't go too high, right? This bag folds over about here. So that is too high. And I can't bring it down unless I make it skinnier. But then, is that too skinny to fit anything in? Ugh. All the dramas, people, all the dramas. I will message her and ask, and we'll just put it aside and make other things till she responds. Alright. What? Make it really skinny. What would you like me to do? So I was going to set that aside and wait for an answer. Tori is my silent partner by being my creative impulse. See, I'm okay with that. Oh, if Sandra's not not feeling well, I can help with your list for the swaps. That would be amazing, Diane, because I'm absolutely going to need some help. Absolutely. Sometimes I'm a bit useless, right? And I don't mean that in like a negative, I'm not bragging and like putting myself down at all. But okay, so yesterday, I knew I had to make this bag today, and I fully planned to come home and do this. And then I saw a sign for a cat, and so all thoughts of work left the building. I had accidentally, and this was a total fluke as well, but I had put on, for the first time ever, a slow cooker casserole for dinner, so I didn't have to cook. So we spent the whole afternoon getting a cat, going and buy the stuff, get the food, set it up, make sure my child knows what he's doing, and then it was bedtime. I literally don't keep myself on track. I need like a forceful hand to help me with things. And I know it. And then, so I woke up extra early this morning so that then I could make all this and get all the embroidery done so I could be here at 8:30 like I normally am. And then I ran out of embroidery thread. The shops don't open till 9. So that happened. Then I remembered that there was actually a place that I could have gone to at 8:30, but it was too late by then because I was already the other one. Where I get all my vinyl in town also has embroidery, and I just totally forgot because I'm an idiot. Make sure you backstitch. I really miss my snips. I thought I had like 3 pairs. I know I've thrown at least one out because they died. I would love to be included in the swaps. That would be amazing. I would absolutely love to have a few people help me. If nothing else, to like help with the like my Facebook group telling people, oi, don't forget to sign up. Because I'll say it once and then I'll forget. I contacted my, oh, do you want me to send you an email, something you can edit? Oh my god, yes please. Look at you guys. You guys are way more organised than me. I appreciate that. I'm here to be creative. I'm not here to be organised. Don't follow my, lead on that at all. I contacted my kids and asked them if they are attached to any of the Christmas decorations they grew up with. In the mood for a big purge. You should absolutely do that as well. We don't need to keep things that aren't sentimental and that we're never going to use. It just creates clutter, which takes up space for more craft stuff. Genuinely. I genuinely believe that. I throw out things that are broken and that I don't plan on fixing or can't be fixed, unless it's super sentimental, in which case I would try and put it maybe in like a shadow box. So even if it's broken, we can still enjoy it, stick it on the wall, and then it's out of the way. It's not a drawer getting worse, all the things. A welt pocket would be cool. Is there embroidery on the other side? So, one side of the bag is Jack, and the other side of the bag is the dragon. This is from Urban Threads. I don't remember where I got this from. It was from ever ago. But it is applique, so he will change colour in the sun. I think I grabbed blue, but it also might be purple or pink. That's okay, Colleen. I understand that not everybody has time. I fully get that. I fully plan to do more patterns this year. I fully plan to do more videos of other people's patterns this year. But between trying to do a market and videos and pre-planned videos and write some patterns, I just didn't get there. And moving, so I moved, back inside this year as well. You just run out of time. I understand that. You are all very understanding of that. Hi, Bob. Hi, Orlando. Welcome. Did I say that right? I'm sorry if I didn't. I do apologize if I do not pronounce your name correctly. It's partly my own ignorance, but also I've obviously never met anyone with your name. But I've also met somebody who's spelled M-A-R-I-E, and she was pronounced Mari, whereas some people say Marie. It was a difference. It's a thing. Enjoy your shower, lovely. See, I love that, Patty. Clear out your stuff. This will give you a chance to make a few nice pieces or buy like a few new things. If you like to have like one extra thing every year, because that's what I do for Halloween, because I do not have a Halloween stash like I have a Christmas stash. So every year I do try to just buy like one thing. Just one more here, one more there. Oh, there's a pretty black bird in my backyard. All right, we need zipper tape. Hadn't quite thought about what colour. Nope. There are many, many options here. I think we're going to go black with silver teeth. I don't have any solid black. The red doesn't match. Grey's out. So I think we're going to go this one. This one will look pretty. What about red with black teeth? I don't have it, and she only ordered this bag yesterday, so I didn't even have a chance to order stuff. So we're going to have to use what's in my ridiculous stash. This is going to have to work out. I'm trying really hard to not buy zipper because my drawers are overflowing of random colours. So there's that. So each of these drawers that you can't really see in the video have a different zipper teeth colour. I have crap tons of gold because right before I shut down my hardware part of my business, because it just got too much, but right before I shut that down, I bought like a crap ton of gold, and then a week later I stopped doing hardware. So now I'm left with an insane amount of gold hardware. So I'm going to try this month to make a lot of bags, and I'm not buying any hardware. No, I will buy hardware, but I'm not buying any zipper tape because I need to try and use up some of it. I also did a crazy sale at my True Markets on the weekend where all of my bags were half price. Not because there's anything wrong with them, but because I wanted to have fresh stock for the month of Christmas. So I am going into Christmas with only a few bags. I've only got 2 kangaroos, 2 rascals, 1 empress, and I think 2 vixens and 1 Tribbiani. So I would like to, I need to do empresses because they are very popular. Love them. But I would like to do less of the, so no more rascals. And instead I want to do a new bag. And then take like 9 of them and do a whole rack of a new shaped bag. I just haven't picked what that shape is yet. And I would also, instead of making more rascals, I thought I might make a few coffin-shaped bags because of the type of markets I do. I think that would look great. I really need snips. This is actually driving my brain insane. Mum just got an offer on her house. Ooh! That's exciting. Have I used zipper tape from Temu? I have not. But it's not to say I wouldn't try. Temu is not necessarily bad. I have nothing against Temu. However, I have bought some things. I thought I'd try my hand at buying some stainless steel pre-made bracelets from Temu because they were really cheap. And I was like, cool, that I don't have to build them. And when they got here, they were not stainless steel. So they did refund me. But I can tell stainless steel because it's heavier than like alloy. And the alloy is the one that loses its colour. So I could tell it was not stainless steel. So they basically false advertised that particular product and I was very less than happy. Turns out if you go to actual specifications, it said alloy. But the heading had the word stainless steel. So I just took that as it was stainless steel. So anyway, that was a bad thing. But I have bought plenty of other stuff from Temu that is awesome. My single most favorite thing from Temu is probably this, which is my roller for seams. It's plastic, it's little, it's adorable, it's green, because we all know how I feel about that. So some things from Temu are awesome. I did also actually buy the pink, I bought a set of pink hardware. So it is, these are strawberry zippers, adorable. And I had this and some swivel clips and stuff. It was a kit of the hardware, and then I got 5 of these for like $3 or something ridiculous. So I bought them from Temu. They work great on the zipper tape. I've just never actually bought zipper tape from there. I need more black with gold teeth, black with bronze, black with black, plain black. I always go through a lot of black because I make a lot of black bags. I should probably add it to my list of things to do this week so that it shows up in time to do it. But again, like, I'm trying not to buy things. I also just sealed that. So, I mean, it's cool, I guess. We will work it out. Hi, Kaylee. Welcome, welcome. What am I looking for right now? A tag. I still haven't cleaned out my thing yet. I need to rip it apart and make peace with the fact that I don't need my edge coating to live in here anymore. I'm not doing wallets. It's pretty much the only thing I was using it for. So while I won't throw it out because it's useful, it does not need to be in my everyday cart. So I'm going to actually go through the cart. I might even make it a video for you all. Clear it out and reset it. Is that something you guys would watch? Like, should I bother? Or should I just do it without music? I can't even find them. Oh. The problem is, where do I put it? Not there. Too close to the bottom. See? I didn't leave space. I could put it in here. Maybe I should put it there. Yes, video it. I mean, and that way you will see what I think is useful. And that's not necessarily the same for you as it is for me. It's not, and I understand that. But this cart pretty much does everything for me now. Except lasering. The only stuff that's not in here is the laser stuff. I broke my skinny foot today. Oh no! Oh, did you grind it off? It does work. That is how the guy who I bought my half toe from, literally grinded it off, sanded it down, Bob's your uncle. Literally how it works. It should absolutely go fine. So what I'll do is I will video the cart, and then I'm going to tip everything out because I love a bit of chaos, right? Absolutely chaos, Dan. So I won't just fix it and pull things out. I will empty it and then redo it because that's how my brain likes to do things. In extremes. I might put a little bit of double-sided tape on the back of this so it stays still while I hand sew it on. I hate hand sewing, but I think this will look the best. I'm also trying to sit here and decide today if I'm going to offer Christmas ornament, like laser engraved Christmas ornaments for my next market and online. They are cool, but I just don't know if there's a need for them where I live. You know? Ha! Double-sided tape for the win, ladies and gentlemen. I know I'm hand sewing. Feel the love. She's going to come back and watch this video later. So Maggie, feel the love. I hate hand sewing. Hate it. I don't even know why I hate it. Because it takes too long is probably my thing. But it's going to look the best. And so that is what we're doing. Do you know I used to hand sew sequins onto stuff all the time to make things sparkly. It was actually pretty fabulous. I'm only going to do 3 rounds because this thread is not going anywhere. You could also glue this on. Using the right glue, you should be right. Something like E6000. But with glue, you then have to wait for it to dry. And I am too impatient for such things. 5 rounds, pull through, tie off. 5 is the magic number. 6 knots. 5 is good. You could use a small rivet. I could, but I don't have small rainbow rivets. So look at me hand sewing like a champion. I'm also making sure I don't sew through the pocket because we all know I've done that before too. So maybe I should try and find small rainbow rivets and all the colours. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Magic number, I promise. And then you just pull tight. And you can even separate the 2 threads to get the knot to go down further and then just trim it and it will never come off. Well, it probably would eventually, but like, I've never had it come off. Bam! Logo achieved. Oh, the cat is so freaking cute. Hi, Tammy. I only have the small rivets in silver and gold because I haven't managed to find them elsewhere, but it is on my list of things to do, so I might get onto that. Pull from the ins. If I have convinced you to wrap this up like this, pull from the inside. You don't have to undo it. Magic trick. But yeah, so it looks like my new toy will probably get here Wednesday or Thursday. Now Thursday morning I'm going to get a massage because I'm all tight and it's from sewing. I've never needed this many massages in my life. But what happens is basically because I'm always forward like this, it's shortening these muscles or something and it gives me asthma attacks. So I need to go get a full body massage and she like loosens everything up again. And then I try really, really hard for the next few weeks to like sit with good posture or whatever. And then I forget, such is life. And then I have to go back and get another massage. Being constantly mentally alert of your posture is exhausting. And obviously in a perfect world you would just do it naturally, but apparently not. And so here we are. Oh, I do have my little skelly man here. He gets magneted to my machine. But there's no way to put him here really. That's why he's not on your side where you can see him. You should totally rev your machine. It's weirdly fun. Now what am I doing? Oh, I'm going to do a binding bottom. We're going to bind this because I can and because I like it. I think it looks good. So because of that, we're going to fold both of these back. Finger press it over. Yoink. Start here. Stitch, back stitch. 1/8 of an inch top stitching is a general rule. If you are new here, you can do a 1/4 inch. Won't kill you. Won't kill the bag. Won't make the bag look worse. either's like 1/8 of an inch. But as always, I am not the boss of you. Do whatever you want. I have so many video ideas between now and Christmas. It's outrageous. I just need to get to it. And empty out my phone. It's starting to get a bit full again. Now, I can't sew the other side on until she answers me about the pocket. I know she wants the pocket there. I don't think it's going to look as awesome. But I don't want to not do it. Let's check. I love how it sounds like a muscle car. I know, because I'm a hoot. I'm ridiculous. It's great. You should try it. It's fun. Alright, she hasn't responded. So I'm going to leave it off. Because I personally think it's going to wreck the bag if I do it. I don't think the bag will look as amazing. It'll be too high because the bag kind of folds over here, right? That's where the bag folds, so let's pretend that's the top. Putting a pocket right here, I don't think it's going to work properly. And I don't want to wreck the bag, so we're not going to do it because she hasn't responded. It's like Greece, your dresses. This is a romper. I can like, ha-ha! I love this pattern. I actually want to make some more this year. This is very, very comfortable. Do you know I got my kid obsessed with Cool Rider from Grease 2? Michelle Pfeiffer sings it. It's a very good song. We listened to it in the car yesterday. I also, whoops, ha! Caught it in my romper. I also taught my child like driving dancing for the Chain by Fleetwood Mac because we are just that ridiculous. So this pattern is Simplicity something. I can look it up. I've done, it's got 3 bottom parts. You can do like a short romper, which I have made, and I wear it like when I'm going to go swimming. It's got this one that's kind of got like a curvy leg, and then it's got like a full floor length one. So this is like mid-calf. This one is my favorite length. But you can also do, the short one's good too. Slightly less appropriate to be floating around somewhere like Melbourne. Up here it's the norm. Everybody's in short shorts because it's forever hot. But this one's a good length. So it's like, what was that? Don't even. I don't know what just happened. Did you hear that? Doing it again. I'm so not in the mood for this. Stop it. It's pretending like something's stuck. Why? Why do you hate me? I knew today was going to go like this. I had a dress, I stitched front and back together, came out like Harlem romper. Fantastic. I love making my own clothes. I have not made enough lately. Maybe I will treat myself to some pretty fabric for a dress. Or a romper. Because unfortunately this thing takes about 3 meters of fabric. See it again? What is there that's getting stuck? People? There's nothing there. Look, works fine. You're being dramatic. Can you all see that? It is being very dramatic. I don't know what's wrong with it. Is it the thread? Is it the bobbin? Maybe it's the bobbin. It's the bobbin. Dramatic. So dramatic. Oh yeah, it's the bobbin, all right. Hi Susie, we are making the Tribbiani Traveller by Sincerely Jen in the size small as a full custom order for one of my regulars. She loves all things I make. And the bobbin just had a bit of a meltdown. So now I'm going to unpick that 1 inch of stitching because, you know, we want it to be pretty and not ridiculous. Thank God I still have good vision. Alright, we're just going to pull out all the crap bit. No deal on that. And then go again. Is that book fabric? It absolutely is. This is from Spotlight in Australia. I don't know where you get it overseas, but maybe. Where is the piece? I can check the salvage edge and see if it tells us anything. Okay, it is ANID, Copyrighted Protective Classic Lit D75604. I don't know if that helps anybody, but if you're good at finding stuff, ANID, ANID, Classic Lit, as in literacy, I assume. It's got like Grimm's Fairy Tales, Count of Monte Cristo, Pride and Prejudice, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, The Odyssey, all kinds of cool stuff. Good night, Jane. I just got my Juki in out of the shop. Ooh! Well, it's not good that your motor went. But at least you got it back. That's exciting. And before Christmas, which means you can now make all your Christmas presents. What? Why? Why do you hate me? Oh my god, did I just break my sewing machine? Because I can't be bothered with that today. Ugh. Oh. Alright. I mean, I don't see anything stuck in there. You know what I do see, though? Some stuff stuck in there. Looks like there's, like, salt or something. That's a new one, even for me. I don't know what's going on. I really hope it's not broken though. Can't handle that mentally today. It's got excess oil on it at the moment, so we're just going to wipe it off on some embroidery stabilizer. Of course. Don't mind me. Oh, there's a hummingbird out my window. That's cool. I just looked up and there's a bird like staring at me, flying right in front of the window. That's going to be a good sign, right? As opposed to the machine hates me. Here's the thing though, I absolutely have to get this bag done today. We might have to switch to the green machine if it keeps giving me grief. So rude. Alright, I have a new plan. If this doesn't work, we're going to have to switch to the green machine. That's a new flex. Wow. Which I was just hoping that most of us wouldn't notice that that just happened. I have my bikini on underneath. It's not all weird. I plan on going swimming after I've done this, posted it, come home, go for a swim, and then do the dishes. Look at my problem-solving skills. We're just going to sew it from the opposite direction because it's being a jerk. Alright, so I don't know what that was, but problem solved. Do a test run. Too late. It's fine. Everything's fine. Alright, where's my zipper? I do love a quiet motor. I actually love that I no longer have the ones that you turn on and like roar at me. I used to have to turn it off all the time when I was doing videos because it felt like that's all you could hear. I also should really learn the green machine one. Apparently, I can set up the green machine so it'll lift up the needle like this one does. I don't quite know how to do it, but like I should look into that. Because it is probably my most favorite feature. I don't care it doesn't cut my thread. I can do that all by myself because I'm a big girl. But lifting the needle up, absolutely awesome. Okay, so that's that bit done. Happy days. Let's make our sides like a salad. Tori, are you still living in England? Me, Tori? I live in Australia. I'm currently in Queensland. When I first started my channel, I was in country Victoria. We are now in northern Queensland. So it's a 27-hour drive from where we live to where we are now. That's cool. I love it here. It is very hot. Today is like 35 with full sun and not a cloud in the sky. It's very hot outside. But that's right. Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't read the instructions. No, I read the instructions instead of like doing what I normally do and winging it, and so I've cut these the wrong size. Whoops-a-doodle. No, don't stick to the ruler. I was trying to be gentle. Do I live near the ocean? Yeah, it's like a 15-minute drive. You can get there about 15 minutes. We've got like a man-made beach. I don't swim in it though, because jellyfish, sharks, crocodiles and stuff. But they do have like a safe section. I just don't swim there. But you could. We also have a free pool in Townsville because lots of people are the same as me and don't wish to swim where there's jellyfish and crocodiles and sharks. They also have a lifeguard, but it's free to go to the pool. You just show up and off you go, which is wonderful. I don't go to either though because I now have a pool in my backyard. We're fancy now. So usually what happens is I record a video and then I edit the video, and then while it's editing in my phone, I go for a swim. It's awesome. I love it. This stuff's probably too thick to be doing this. It's very thick. So we're going to really, really push down and squish it so it stays where it's told. I watched a video of yours the other day. It was one of the first, and you were struggling with making a strap. Now you can do it with your eyes closed. See? Because practice, right? I'm not just naturally good at stuff. That's proof that I used to suck, and that's okay. To get good at something, first you have to be bad at something. There is nothing wrong with it, but it is proof that you can all sew like me. If you go back to my first videos, look at how slowly I sew. Now I'm a speed demon. Sorry. My pool is a kiddie pool my dog's playing. See, there's nothing wrong with that though. You can still go, get wet, sit down, have a splash, cool off, and go back inside. So our pool is magnesium. So it's like a muscle relaxing pool. Because it didn't really cost that much more to get a magnesium pool than a chlorine one. We love the magnesium. It's calming. We've got, so it's 6 meters long and like 4 meters wide. It's not by any means like a huge pool. You don't swim laps in it. But you can absolutely jump in, get wet. It's got a seat you can sit in. And we got from Viva XL, it's like a canopy that we can take down in cyclone season, but it covers 2/3 of the pool. So the water, before we had the canopy, in the afternoon was so hot it felt like soup. I called it the soupy water. It felt like having a bath because it was hot. It was gross. It did not make me feel refreshed or nice at all. So we got a canopy, but we only covered it 2/3 of the way. So it's 4 meters long and our pool's 6. So that way the water can like warm up a bit. So it's cool without being freezing, because that's not fun either. So in the afternoon, it's like the perfect cool temperature. I love it. My pool is at my BFF's neighborhood. See, love that too. I'm always inviting my friends to come over for a swim. I'm a sharer. But up here, where it's crazy hot for like half the year, you need to be able to cool down. And we live like 25 minutes from the free pool, so it makes sense to have one. And Jesse has his friends over for a play date. I make sure that they can all swim independently. Like, I'm still out there. I never leave children unsupervised in a pool, but like, I don't want to have to hold them. They have to be able to swim by themselves if they want to come for a swim. There are limits to my crazy. Not many, but like a few. How cold does Queensland get in your winter? So my winter this year was, for 3 or 4 solid months, every day was 27 and sunny, which for Melbourne is like a hot day. And that was our winter. Our hot's probably going to get up around 40, something equally as ridiculous. Which again is why I love that I'm now inside. I don't have to traipse through the heat to get to my sewing room now. It's also very wet here in summer. So on top of the hot weather, you also get the humidity because it is a tropical zone. But everything here is green in summer and dead in winter. We have like the opposite problem to down south. So I'll be getting a lot of rain. But it'll be hot. And our summer, I can still wear dresses. Like, it never gets very, like, even at night time, like, I got used to wearing pants, but at no point would most people wear pants in our weather. Up here, most people, like, guys rock around in shorts and a t-shirt all year round. 27 is like 80. Yeah, there you go. It's so hot here in Texas that everything is dirt brown. Oh. Welcome back, Sandra. I hope you had a lovely shower. Wait, come back here. So no, it's hot. Like, I had put the aircon on. It was 27 degrees at 8 a.m. this morning. So like your 85 Fahrenheit. That was my 8 a.m. It's already very hot here. I'm actually going to start closing more of my curtains to help keep the heat out. My market went great. Thank you for asking. I had fun too, which is kind of the main point. I did a half price crazy sale where all my handbags were half price because I wanted to make space for new bags. So I need to, oh, that was close. I need to pick a new shape bag to like introduce into my market world. I am taking suggestions. I could potentially write a pattern for such a thing if we were all properly motivated. But I am taking suggestions for what I should take. So I'm taking Empress because Empress is amazing and very, very popular. I want to do up some kangaroos that are very like man oriented so that I have some man bags. Need to do that. And then I want to introduce a new like handbag. I'm deciding if I want to do a bunch of Triviani because I do like the general shape of this bag. I would die in your winter. I'm in Tassie. Yeah, wow. See, Tassie gets very cold because you're way more south than I am. I don't like cold. Cold just gives me constant asthma attacks. Not fun. That's why I moved up here. It's better for my lungs. Like, I used to be like medicine twice a day, every day of my life for asthma. Now I am much less dramatic. Alright, so we're going to do binding. So we're going to do this like the fun way. I did this on the really, really big version the other day. I don't know if you guys watched that. This should work out well. We start from the bottom, work our way up. I'm currently doing 3 of the 4 layers because they're kind of already sitting where I need them to be. If they weren't, I would do 2 at a time. Because we all know how I feel about trying to clip all your layers together at exactly the same time. Ooh, why is that? No, I'm alright. See? Focus, woman. Focus. I know this looks weird. You gotta just trust the process here. I would die. We did that. I want to remove there for your winter. Unlike my winter with gas fireplaces. See, we don't do, like, our Aussie... What have I done wrong here? Hold on. Hold that thought. Okay, so I'm going to have to unstitch this. That's annoying. Not paying attention. It's not the end of the world. The cat's still asleep in the same spot. Is that all kittens do, is sleep? I don't really know. I haven't had a kitten since I was a kid. Do you do HTV on the front of this bag? So this bag has embroidery on it, and applique. You could do HTV. I have done some bags with HTV. You can also do DTF if you have that available to you. DTF is my favorite because you get the full color without having to wait forever for it to be made because, you know, the embroidery takes a while. It does look nice, not denying that at all, but it also is forever taking. So, you know, there's that. Oh, I don't want to have to fix this. I'm like the queen of lazy and I don't want to. I mean, I will because I have to. I just don't want to. Also means I have to fix the other end. Ugh. So this pattern is the Tribbiani Traveller in the size small. Small is a really good handbag size. I also have one made up in the medium and the large, and let me just say large is huge. I need to put it on my website for sale. I just made one because I had a fabric that I thought would look amazing, and I was correct. It does look amazing. Embroidery is nice, especially when you watch it like a hawk. I actually didn't watch this one. This one only broke twice and I ran out of black thread, and then the other one actually stitched out really, really well, which was surprising because it's usually a jerk, for lack of a better word. To be fair, my embroidery machine is quite old. Turns out it's 18 years old. I haven't had it that long, but I've had it probably 9 or 10 of those years. Okay, I'm now starting to see why we shouldn't be doing this. Ow! Oh, it really hurts when that happens. Stupid clips. No, I don't think this is going to work out. We're going to have to do them individually. It's not what I wanted, but it's what the bag demands. I'd be interested to know how loud DTF is. I wouldn't know. Is it just like a normal printer, or is it like a loud, obnoxious printer? I have to do it individually after all that. I'm very annoyed about that. It's not what I wanted. It's like the machine has a 3-digit serial number. My machine does pretty well considering how old it is. Like, and it's got a full color touchscreen, which is very fancy. I think once it dies, I don't think I'll replace it. But, I mean, I can't promise that, right? I really can't promise that. Because I have invested a lot of money in all the designs that I buy. And I don't like to be wasteful. You see, I thought it should work. My brain is not braining like it should. I don't know why it's not. It's just not. Right? So if I do that, and then I do... That's the right one, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. See? I was right the first time, guys. My brain is just not braining. It totally works the way I thought it should. Ignore me. Clearly, I don't know what's going on in life. Because it absolutely does exactly what I thought it was going to do. Look, see? All 4 layers at once. Nailed it. My brain was just not braining the way it's supposed to. But it totally works. I thought it did, because I absolutely made the other bag this way. See? All the layers together. One lot of sewing. I know. I did enjoy embroidering my logo because, right, I could make it match the color of the bag. I thought it was really clever. Stick it on the bottom, and then that way it can be as big as you want without being intrusive of the bag. The point of my bags is to buy something pretty. It's less about my logo and more about the bag. That is what I was trying to do on the other half, guys. All the layers at once. A 4 needle would be amazing. Black, white, and then a couple of colours. I could totally get on board with that. We're also going to open this bag up. I feel like it might help my cause. Oh my god, my brain is just not braining the way it's supposed to brain. I think the trick is to do the lining. Clip the lining together first, then work your way up. I think that's good. Brain not braining. Yeah, no, my brain is not braining. I do love my laser. I love that I can kind of set it and forget it. You can't set and forget my embroidery machine because it's constantly breaking threads and being dramatic, and the sensor goes off and tells me you have no bobbin when you actually do, and then sometimes when you have no bobbin it thinks you do and it sews nothing. All my pretty clips are breaking. Jerks. Absolute jerks. Funnily enough, this was easy to do on the big bag because there's more of it to bend easier, I guess. Something. I don't know. I've been lurking, but now you've brought up embroidery machines. Lol, I have a 10 needle. How amazing. That would be so good. You could literally live on 10 colours. Black, white, brown, blue, green, red, pink, yellow, orange, purple. You'd be good to go. Tori, have you tried those new metal clips? I have not. I haven't even seen them. Somebody put them up in my Facebook group so I can see them. The embroidery conversation is standard. Talk nicer to it. I mean, I'm plenty nice to mine. I gave it its own shelf and everything, and it's still mean to me. It was slightly better today. And it gets way more services than I think should be necessary. But, you know, what do you do? It gets more surfacing than this machine and the green machine combined. Ugh. This whole bag is being stubborn. I don't necessarily... Okay, I really like embroidered towels. I like to feel fancy, okay? You know how, like, rich people get to monogram everything and have, like, embroidered towels? I love that for me, like, a lot. Love embroidered towels. Can we all just acknowledge that I decided to just change my mind halfway through this bag? It won't look any different. Totally fine. I regret nothing. It's all going to work out. But no, I really love embroidered towels. It is absolutely my jam. All my towels, I do a matching set. About once a year, I go and buy new, nice towels, and I put mine and Luke's name on a matching set. And then I get whatever colour Jesse wants and put his name on one. Because fancy. I love it. They're not friends with your arthritis. Is that because they're, like, stiff? I would love to have a 10 needle. Yeah, it would be good. I have a 1 needle, right? So, and I have been told I need to change my needle every 2 designs, basically, because of how intense my designs are. The guy recommends that every 2, like, so this has got 2, so I should pretty much change my needle now. Because dodgy needle is what most of my drama is, apparently. I say most. It's not all, but it's definitely a lot. the process. I'll make it work. Outside looks good. Inside looks good. Half of it's sewn together, so I'm just going to sew the other half together. And then I'll put the bag feet on and we'll do a binded base with black. Yeah, see, fancy embroidered towels is absolutely a thing. I should go get myself some more towels, actually, and then drew them up and offer them on my page. So there'll be like a Kmart towel and then like a Coup Elite towel, and so however much they are. Because certain people will appreciate a nice towel, and then certain people will just want like a cheap towel for children. In saying that, I don't hate Kmart towels either. I'm not that much of a snob. I actually don't think they're all that bad. And Kmart just happens to be right next to the post office I have to go to, so maybe I'll just pop in and grab some towels. If you're wondering what I'm doing, we're making it one layer to make it easier to put the base on. Smush your bag down. I promise you can't hurt it. If this hurts your bag, it has no business being a bag. And when I say hurts it, I mean if it's leather, you maybe don't want the creases, but you can also just wet it, stuff it full of paper towel, and it'll be fine. Manhandle your bag. It'll do them some good. Chop. Tail, I see a tail. I've never checked to see which way my needle position is supposed to be on my embroidery machine. Nah, that's okay. They can only go in one way for mine, so I don't have to think about it, thank goodness. These super soft towels are lovely. Oh, hello kitty, did you just wake up, did you? It just went meow and stared at me. Good gosh, it's too cute. Too cute to function. All of this talk of embroidery is making me want to go find something to embroider. You should do that. I can recommend some great designs, depending on what you're into, and String Theory Fabric Art and Urban Threads are both having a big sale, if that helps influence your decision at all. Maybe today is the day you treat yourself to a new design and then use it twice, and then it's justified. This is my new thing. Every embroidery design that I buy, I want to use twice, because they get expensive. So use it twice. Make something for yourself and then make something to sell or give away, and do kind of twinsies for you and your bestie or something. I don't know. I'm getting too old for cheap towels. Also totally fair. So the Book Dragon is Urban Threads, and that was currently on sale for like $2.18 or something crazy. Alright, where's my big ruler? Step over the cat. Hey cat. I absolutely think it's going to accidentally bond to me instead of my child. We're going to go 2 inches in from the edge. So I wing the bag feet. Bag feet don't have a special position in my brain. I just kind of put them wherever I feel like at the time. Right? Yeah, so if you're looking for a new embroidery design, Urban Threads, I bought one this morning. So the sale is currently on. It's like 65% off or something. I think that's what it said. Everything from 2025. And there's plenty in there. plenty of things to excite you depending on the style you're after. My suggestion would be go through the fabric you've got, pull out 5 pieces of fabric you like, and then go see if you can find a matching embroidery design. Kind of work backwards. So I've organised mine. I can tell you how I've organised my embroidery files, and my system is great. Like, absolutely great. I have got, you click on embroidery, and then you get all of these subfolders. So I've got alphabets, which is fonts, but I wanted it at the top. That's why I called it alphabets. So you've got alphabets, then you've got animals. Then when you click on the animal folder, it's got all the animals. So you've got like bugs. So bugs would include like butterflies, ants, caterpillars, flies, all of that. And then I've got like bear, goat, cat, dog, fish and ocean. So that includes like all seaweed and turtles and everything you find in the ocean is like one folder. Give me a sec. I'll pull it up, tell you exactly what's going on. Right, so alphabets and animals. So animals, I've got bat, bears, bees and bugs, birds, bunny rabbits, because I have a lot of rabbits, I don't know why. Butterflies, cats, cow, crocodile. I must have had more than one of these to create a file. Fox, frog, giraffe, hedgehog, horse, koala, kangaroo, llama/alpaca, because they all look very similar. Raccoon, pig, rhino, like there's just heaps like that, right? Then I've got beach, so like things like umbrella and shoes and things that are beach themed. Borders and frames, buildings, so that's like barns and houses and high rises and all that kind of random stuff. Cars, trucks and bikes is all in one, and then if you needed to, you could subdivide them inside that. I've got one called chakras because I had to buy them. Clothing objects, so that's things like hats and glasses and gloves and skirts and jackets and like just weird stuff that I don't know why I have it. And then we go on to dream catchers. I've got fairies, unicorns and monsters, felties, flowers, food, and then freestanding lace, holidays and events. So when you click on holidays, you've then got Halloween, Easter, Christmas. I think there's a fiesta one, whatever. In the hoop design, so that's like you make it all in one go. Key fobs, logos, movies and cartoons. And so then in there, you've got like 101 Dalmatians, Jack Skellington, Supernatural, like all your movies, so you can find them. Music, nautical, pirates and boats is all one. Orders, so when I have to do a custom order, I save it in there so that things are organized. Patches, people, so that's like faces and eyes and all that kind of crap. Pin-up/alternative, it's pretty self-explanatory. Plushies, quilting blocks, so if you want to do like quilting with the machine, I've got them all saved in there. Skulls, sun, moon and stars, swirls and decorations, so that's all those like, you know, like those things that you put under words, all swirly crap. And then I've got words and quotes, and then all my urban threads goes into one folder. So if I feel like an urban thread specific, I can go in there, but sometimes I will copy and paste them and have them in 2 locations. So if it's an urban threads dolphin, I will have it in the urban threads folder, and I'll go put it in the ocean one. So some of them double up, a lot of them don't though. And that's the only time. Like if it's urban threads, sometimes it'll be in 2 places, but otherwise it gets one home, and that's that. And that literally is all the things you need. Do you need the same type of organizing for your laser files? So no, so all my laser files are just named, because you can go and they're just in an XCS folder. I should probably organize them a bit better now that I've got so many. And SVGs in my pictures section get their own folder as well. So all the SVGs I have made to then put in the laser, that's pretty much why I do it, or the Cricut machine, they all go in a folder called SVG, And that way they are always SVG folders, and I try to name them things that make sense to me. So like all my tumblers, doesn't matter what design it is, it has the word tumbler first and then the description, so that all tumbler designs that I have are together. So I could just make a folder called Tumblr. That's also an option. I need a Doctor Who file. See, I've got a bunch of them. Now I want to redo all of my computer embroidery files. It might take you forever, but don't try and sit and do it in one day. Sit down and do like half an hour, and then when you're sick of it, walk away, come back later. It took me a while to do it. Please don't think that it was just magically done. It took ages. But now, when I need an embroidery design, if somebody comes to me and goes, I want a chicken, I can go to the bird section and then find one. And it takes me less than 2 minutes to find like all the options for the customer, or all the options for a custom thing that I want to do. Like it took a long time to set up, but I've had that set up nearly the entire time I've had the embroidery machine. As soon as I started getting too many, because I started going down a rabbit hole of looking for all free designs on the computer. And I quickly realized that we need to organize it better. And so I did. And I regret nothing. Have I ever tried press on nails? I did. There's a lady called Envy Nails, and I tried them. And like I followed all the steps. You got to sand your nails and use the proper glue and all the things. They lasted 3 days because I am too rough with my hands. I am in no way a gentle, feminine person. I am rough. I'm not like delicately picking things up. I'm just grabbing at it and swiping. These are like proper acrylic nails, and the longest I can get away with is 2.5 weeks, and we are pretty much at that point now. So that's like 2 weeks of growth. It is time for me to go get my nails done already, or they'll start lifting. I love the idea of like the cheaper nails, but they don't stay on my hands long enough for me to actually warrant doing it. Like if they stayed on for like a week, awesome. I actually put some on for my birthday this year, and they didn't even last the whole night because I'm rough. And it's not necessarily the nails' fault. It's me, all right? You guys watch how rough I am with everything. It's me. I am the problem. Really good way to practice your speed sewing, because nobody sees what I just did. I don't chew my nails. My real nails just suck. My hair is amazing and my nails suck. Apparently that's the trade-off my body has done with itself without consulting me. I chewed all of them off watching the World Series. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. I'm just too rough. I am who I am. I've made peace with I can't have and do a lot of things because I'm just rough. Like I can't have white dresses. I have one and I wear it so rarely it was probably a waste of time making it because I am so rough. Like I would put on a white dress and then I'd probably do something and be like, oh, I'm just going to go pick a few weeds. Like, stupid. Can't keep white clean, so I just don't wear it. I would love to be one of those people that floats around in beautiful white dresses. It's never going to be a thing. Tori, I have to know, where did you get those bag feet? AliExpress. They are just called domed rivets if you want to go look them up. I'm obsessed with my bag feet. Love them, love them, love them. You can get all different types. I like the dome ones. They don't sit up too high to be obnoxious. And they're easy to install, and I always appreciate that. I don't always get them from the same shop because quite often they are sold out like jerks. So you just gotta look them up. They're around. I buy them in bulk. I usually buy like 50 at a time because you use anywhere from 4 to 6 per bag. So if you only buy a pack of 20, it's only 5 bags. And by the time you get to 3, you're like, well, shit, should have bought more. It just is. So 50 to 100, and that's my personal use ones. When I used to sell them, I would buy like 400 at a time. Still worth it. We can dress her up, but can't take her out. It's so true. But see, I even get dirty at home. I would get into a pretty dress and then be like, shit, gotta do the dishes, and then like get dishwater all here. It's just, I am who I am. And I've made peace with it. I'm quite happy with who I am. And I could potentially work on it if I cared enough. Like if I really cared about wearing white, I could take a lot of steps. Now that my child's older, I could take a lot of steps to wear it. But we all know I'm not going to. Like I made the dress. It's made with like broderie anglaise, beautiful fabric. It's a circle skirt. It's got the crisscross straps. It is a beautiful dress because I make beautiful things. But every time I look at it, I'm like, not today, you're going to get dirty. And that's pretty much the story of its life. Hey, cat. Keeps getting underfoot. It's apparently woken from its nap. I'm pretty impressed that I did not wake it up talking. Not that it had a choice, you know. Okay, that just moved. I felt it. So we're just gonna fix that. Do you have a special die for the cam press? Nope. I use a 10 mil rivet press. That's all I use. I try to avoid specialty things, except for my press studs, because they're amazing. My like pointy, spiky press studs I've got, epic. Worth having a special die just for them, honestly. Sometimes I have great ideas. Can you show us the new kitten? I sure can. Let me just grab him. His name is Obsidian. My child named him. Hey, kitty kitty. Hi. Come here. Everybody wants to say hello to you again. Yeah, I know you like that. You'll be fine. I know. Life is so hard being you, isn't it? This is my cat. Well, this is technically my child's cat. Isn't it, mate? Hey? And you can't see it, but he's got like black stripes. It's so trippy. He looks like a tiger. Don't you, mate? Hey? Hi. What you doing? He meows if I leave the room. It's very dramatic. My dog is sulking. Absolutely sulking about having a cat. He licked it. He's cool with it. And then he got very jealous. And now he's moping around the house. Ooh, and embroidered a Christmas tree dress. That would be fantastic. A Christmas tree dress. Please send me inspirational photos of a Christmas tree dress because I might just make it this year. Hi. You're just going to stare at me? Is that what's happening? So many new noises for you, isn't it? I am not being gentle on this cat. I'm like, it will just deal with all the noise of the house. Don't jump off the edge. Don't do that. That's a silly idea. What are you doing? What are you doing? I know. You want to hop down and explore. Off you go. Here you go. Life is okay, mate. I don't have a dome die. I've never had a dome die. You do get away. So I've got a 10 mil die press. You have to make the kit in a bed. I bought a $6 one from Kmart. I regret nothing. So I think it's like 8 weeks. Look, it's tiny. I actually should go back and ask them when its birthday is. It's a very good point. I have no idea. So anyway, that is Obsidian. He is a black magic cat. That's why he has a magical sounding name. Just ask my kid. My husband wanted to call it Nero. I wanted to call it Volcar because it sounds like a dragon. But it's not my cat to name, so its name is Obsidian. Which for a 9-year-old, I think is a very cool name. He briefly thought about naming it Toothless because we are a little bit obsessed with How to Train Your Dragon around here. Now, I don't know if you guys have done binding recently. Do not clip it on. You just do it in sections. You got to trust me on this. It works amazing. Apparently White Stripes is now in my head. It's the binding song. Because you've got to get in a groove, and it is a very groovy song. So when I sewed the base on, I didn't tell you this, but I'm going to tell you now, I used 3/8 of an inch, and now I'm covering it in 1/2 inch. If you do a 1/2 inch seam allowance and then put your binding on, you will see your stitches. This is just how it works. So you need to do your stitch togetherness at 3/8 of an inch, then put the binding on. Works like a charm. Apparently I'm singing that. What are you going to do? Toothless would have been cute. It would have. Did you have to apply from him? No. So as on our way back from buying this fabric from Spotlight, there was a lady that was coming out the front of her house putting up a sign that said free puppies and kittens. So we drove home, and then I'm like, you know what? Let's just go get the phone number. And then she'd come out onto her front deck, like her front porch. So we got out of the car. She let us go up. We got the pic, and then I took it home. Like, it was very, this is why I shouldn't be an adult. That's why I put that comment up. It probably didn't make a lot of sense in the context. We didn't go, okay, let's pick a cat and organize everything and then pick it up and make sure, like, I did none of that. I went, let's pick a cat, and just took it home with me, kind of impulsively. We had talked, me and my husband had talked about getting Jesse a cat because he wanted one for over a year. But I told him he can only have a free one, and only if it's black, because black cats are magic. So we had rules, and they happened to just have 4 black cat kittens to give away. They had 4 of them. So I'm like, it's a sign. So I picked the calmest one, because I'm like, it's less likely to try and claw my child and make him all sad that the cat doesn't love him or whatever. And we came home with a cat, and then my husband pulled up just before us, and I'm like, honey, look what I did. And I thought he'd be a little more mad than he was, because I didn't warn him, but he basically tried to take over the cat. So it worked out well. And then I left the boys here with the cat, and then, oh no, I left Luke with the cat, my husband, and then I went to Kmart and bought him a carrier, a bed, the food, a food bowl, a toy, all the things. I should not be left alone to adult, is the conclusion of the day. I've got to follow up my post-op tomorrow. Oh, no. I started doing the no clips after your suggestion. It does work better. See? It's almost like I know stuff. Almost. Not quite. Melt that down. Don't set it on fire like I just did, preferably. My pre-order fabric came. Ooh. How exciting. Does he get to sleep with Jessie? So, I am crate training my cat. I have heard a lot of horror stories where cats run around the house in the middle of the night, crashing around stuff. I don't want that. I'm a light sleeper. We're not doing that. So, I got him. I'll show you. It was $27 from Kmart. Ugh. And then I made my husband put it together. It is like a full cat carrier, but like with handles, so I can, it's a
So I lock him in. This was $6, the little cat bed, and then the outer black thing was $27. So we're probably going to have to like decorate this at some point. But I took him with me today in this to Bunnings and the embroidery shop. And he will probably come with me to pick Jesse up from school. Because I can. So he sleeps in here, locked up, so he's not being feral. Because no thank you. And I figure if we do it from day dot, he'll just assume it's normal and put himself to bed when he gets a bit older. That is the hope. But that part, the cat carrier, stays in Jesse's room. So it does technically sleep with him, but just not like on the bed. Ugh. Yeah. Adulting is overrated. And yeah, I picked the calmest cat off them. So the others were kind of play fighting together and it was all very cute. And it's all good and well, but I was like, no, I don't want one that's potentially gonna hurt him or make him sad or be feral. So I picked the calmest one. And they were all boys. So I didn't even get the choice of a girl because the litter was pretty much all boys. Well, the black ones were at least. He's not my cat. He's my child's cat. I don't need another animal. In fact, of all the animals we own, none of them are technically mine. Please don't try and push the... It's currently playing with the pedal. You're not driving the sewing machine, mate? No deal. I heard when I went to Bunnings, the Bunnings lady said that boys' cats are nicer than girl cats. So, I don't know if it's true or not, but if it is, I'll locked out and pick the right time. What are you doing? It's not my cat. How cute is it? We love a good Tribbiani. I think I should make some for the market. We're also going to put strap-ins on because they're pretty and I want to. One day I'm going to make it so every single bag I make has strap-ins. I need to buy some in other colours though because I'm out in some colours. Did you use heavy stabilizer? So I did bag foam and that's it. So the vinyl's pretty heavy itself, but it's not like crazy heavy. It also, see, it needs a Tory squish. Can you see that? Needs a Tory squish and then it'll sit even better, but I'll do that in a minute. So I've got bag foam, which is 6mm bag foam, and then vinyl for the outside, and then the inside has a medium weight iron-on non-woven interfacing, and then it's just quilting cotton. So there's nothing crazy hectic here. There's base stabilizer on the base, so it's less saggy. Don't you meow at me. No deal. You want my attention? You can come to me. I am not chasing you. Absolutely not. I also need to make a crossbody strap. I have not cut that out yet. So this is a really fun bag. I have made several of these. I made one in the 12-hour challenge. Next year, we're going to do another challenge, and you guys are going to help me pick what we're doing. We'll take a vote. I have to do X amount of something in 12 hours. I don't know what, though. I can't do 24 hours. I know that I would get watches throughout the whole time, but I am very delirious when I'm tired. Very. And while that might be amusing, we would not get very far in the actual making of stuff. What are you doing? Oops, I just put the other one on backwards. Darn it. Do you happen to know what size the bag is? Finished size, no. I can tell you it's the small size in the set. The large and the medium are actually huge. So the medium you could use as like a weekend bag, and then the large is like a freaking suitcase. I can show you if you want. I've got some made up just over there. It looks like it's about 11.5 inches wide and about 7 inches deep. I don't know if that helps you at all. No, you shouldn't do 24 hours. Yeah, no. Way too delirious to ever do that, unfortunately. A beauty soldering wand. Ooh, that's clever. Soldering iron is actually a really good way, if you have the space, right? I learnt this. Using a soldering iron to cut waterproof canvas, make sure that it never frays. So like there's some waterproof canvas at Spotlight that's for outdoor furniture. And I mean, it's pretty enough, but it frays so bad. So if you ever need to cut fabric that frays a lot, you cut it with a soldering iron and you just lean on a piece of glass, and then that way it won't stick to the surface. Very cool tip. You can also use the soldering iron to cut webbing and stuff because it seals it so it doesn't fray and carry on like a pork chop. And yes, that is the saying. Did I miss anything? Yeah. Bag feet on the table is great. I agree. Now, we need this bad boy. For those that are new here, I like sparkly things. But this is an acrylic template for rivet spacing. And I use it to make all the handles the same size. When doing a crossbody strap, I don't tend to use it because you don't need to. But for putting on handles, you want all the holes in the same spot. So we're going to use it. We are also going to use the pen Sandra sent me. It's perfect for drawing on vinyl and then it just wipes off, making it amazing. And then I mark at half at 1.75. For anyone that needs to know that. So put it against the bag foot and then measure half and then 1.75 because that is 5 holes up. If you're using skinny hardware, because this is the chunky stuff, you can get ones that are like really skinny. You do 4 holes up, not 5. And you always do a 1/2 inch from the end, whether it's the end of the fabric or the end of the hardware, so that your rivets don't hit the hardware and they look neat. What did you just say to spray it with? Spray what? I meant use a soldering iron on a piece of glass to cut stuff. I said that. I don't know what we're talking about spraying. I could have. It's not out of the realm of probabilities. Hole punch. Ugh. I would love to see the other bags you made in a large. All right, let me finish this one with the handles. And then I will go and grab the medium and the large. The large, my child, who is 9 years old, can fit in. Like it's a monster. I have one. I'm gonna sell it for $200. That's probably too cheap. I don't necessarily care. It was just kind of something fun to do. It's like a one-off. Let me go grab them. The cat won't leave the sewing area. There's a whole room to explore and it just won't. Hello. Don't look at me like that. Alright, I'm going to have to move the camera. Here we go. Whoop. Okay, so small. Hold on. Let me move that. This is the small. This is the medium. Right? Look at that. It is huge. Like proper huge. Right? And then this is the large. Absolute monster of a bag. Like, I can't stress that enough, right? Large, medium, small. Look at him. Monster. So there you go. Oh, so I had a soldering iron and I put a knife blade in it. So you lean on glass to stop it sticking. And then you just kind of cut across and it melts the end so it stops fraying. So it's great for any kind of fraying fabric and strapping because the strapping stuff frays. You just whoosh. Very cool. Anyway, we need some rivets. Ugh. So much hardware. I am working on having less. It is a very slow process, but I am getting there. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what movie that's from, but it's definitely a movie of some description. Even though, so I always order 8mm rivets, right? Always. That is what I order. 8mm rivets. Sometimes they send me bigger ones, and it's very frustrating. I just want 8mm rivets. I'm too lazy to send it back because I need them. Sometimes they send me 9 or 10. So this is the Sincerely Jen pattern called the Tribbiani Traveller. It is a fabulous bag. I do highly recommend this pattern. It's fun. It is a little fiddly to do like this seam here. So just keep that in mind. It would be like a strong beginner. If it's the first bag you've ever made in your life, I probably wouldn't make this one. There's plenty of other glorious bags that are much more beginner, first ever bag friendly. But it's also not crazy tricky. It's just kind of awkward. It's amazing the random facts that my brain knows. The glass thing, I don't know where I learned it. I couldn't remember. Could not tell you, but very handy. So the bags are huge. I just wanted to make the big one in that fabric because I think it was perfect because it was such a big print. You now get to see a lot of the Goth Girls. Love it. But it's a one-off bag. I'll probably never do it again. But I did binding in the bottom like this bag that I just made. So that's cool. And now I just need to make a strap, which I have not cut out. She would like half vinyl and half fabric. And see, it needs a Tory squish. Alright, so for that, we roll this seam right to the edge and then violently manhandle it into submission so that it gets the crease that you want. If your hands can't handle that, you buy these. These are leather working tools because they don't have all the ridges in here. They're flat. So what you would do with these is you get it to the edge, pinch it on there, and then grab the furthest edge, use 2 hands and squish. And that is already sitting better. See? Beautiful. Two hands at the end, squish. to make it sit up more, like it's supposed to. See? Better. See the difference? Tory squished? Not Tory squished. You can tell. You usually want to use these on like super thick seams. If you're on not this machine. So this is a walking foot machine. It's designed to do big thick stuff. If you have one like the green machine, it's just like a plain sewer and not designed to do all the layers of the universe, what you do is once you've sewed the bag and you're going to do your top stitching, at all the seam interception areas, you use these to squish it down. You'd be surprised at how much better it sews by doing that. There you go. If the vinyl's very thick, use a steamer or a blow dryer. Heat it up, then violently manhandle it. Can't really go wrong though. You can also put your hand in and kind of poke it out if you're struggling as well. So again, thick seam, squish. It just helps, I promise. Marine vinyl is thick. This stuff is like proper faux leathery thick. It's very thick too. So on that seam is where I'm squishing it with the pliers. Hurt your hand a little bit to use them all the time. What do you do? So see already how much better that bag sits. Look at that. Look at it. Fabulous. Yes. You can even grab here and pinch and pull and see how it created like a line, and then you can just run your fingers along that to give it a crease. So see how now it's sitting flatter. Look at that. So this a second ago was sitting in. See how it's, I don't know if you can see that, but see how it sits in? All you have to do is at this top point and this top point, grab, pull, it creates a seam, and then put a crease there with your fingers. See how better that sits? Look at that. Ta-da! Crisis averted. Haven't shown you that trick before. Right, and then look how flat and glorious that sits now. Ta-da! Amazing. Didn't even take that much effort. I got my pedal for my expensive machine, and you know the one I chucked out or donated accidentally? I would test it out over the weekend. Yeah, nice. That's the bag. Looks amazing. It's like a half bag. I like it. Looks very cool. This will change color in the sunshine. I just need to make the crossbody strap. I've got the hardware, but I haven't cut it. So we might have to do that off camera. Such is life. Because I have to cut 2 strips of the lining and then join them and then iron it. And I haven't got my ironing board set up because my iron's like here. And you can't do that in a heat press, unfortunately. Such is life. Alright, train a child in the way he should go and he will not depart from it. This is my child today. It looks amazing. Whoa, why is my camera pulsing? Can anybody else see that? What are you doing? Whoa, Bessie. It was just pulsing. It's creepy. Sorry about that. Oh, there it goes. Alright, I'm going to go, but thank you all for tuning in. I hope this was somewhat helpful. I hope you learned a new trick today. I need to go make a strap, take it to the post office, and then do dishes, but after I do a swim, because it is so hot today. So hot. Enjoy. I'll see you in the next video. I have no idea when that will be. Don't judge me. It'll happen when it happens. Bye, guys. Boop.